Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to solving a very important lead code problem that has been asked in multiple technical interviews at top based company, product based company. This is one of those questions that interviewers love because it tests your problem solving skills, data structure knowledge and optimization thinking. In fact, companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google and other top tech firms have asked variation of this problem in interviews. So if you are preparing for coding interviews, this question I must know. We will break it down step by step, starting from brute force, then improving it to an optimal solution, and I will also explain the intuition behind it so you can apply the same pattern to similar problem. So let's get started. So now in our LeetCode playlist, we are going to see about the kth largest element in an array. So this has been asked in many FAANG companies. Okay. So now let's understand this question deeply. Okay. So first, what our question says? So they are given an integer array nums and an integer k. Return the kth largest element in the array. So they have given one note that it is the kth largest element in the sorted array, not the kth distinct element. Okay, so they have asked the kth largest element, not the distinct element. So now we have some inputs like example 1. So in our output we have 3, 2, 1, 5, 6, 4. Right, and our k is 2. So now what is our first greatest element in this array? 6. Right. So if the k is equal to 1, then we will return this 6. But what they have? They have second largest element in the array, right? So which is the next greatest element other than 6? That is 5, right? So 5 is the next greatest element. That is our second most greatest element. So the first is 6 and then the 5 is second. Understood? So we have got our output as 5. So see in our example 2, we have the number 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 6. So here they ask that fourth largest element. Understood? Fourth largest element. So our 6 is the first largest element and our fifth, this 5 is second largest element and this is our third largest element, right? So 2 5s we have. So 1 5 is one largest element and another 5 is another largest element. So before that, what we have the largest element? This 4 is our largest element, right? So we have written here 4. So don't get confused. We will see the explanation also. So when we are seeing, you will understood that. So now first we will write the pseudocode, then we will write the code in our LeetCode. So we have one array, right? So we have one array. So in that I am writing 5, 3, 4, 6 and then 2. Right? So this is our question. My k value is third most largest element I want. Right? So what I am supposed to do here? Here if I rearrange this array means I will get 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So this is my array and this is in a sorted order. Right? So if they ask k equal to 1, I would return the 6. If they would ask k equal to 2, I will return this second largest element. This is first largest element. This is second largest element. This is third. This is fourth. And then this is the last largest element. So what largest number they have asked? Third largest number. So in third largest element what we have? We have 4. So this is our first largest element, second largest element, then fourth largest element. Sorry, third largest element. Understood? So this is how we are getting the kth largest element. So first what we are going to do, we have one array and we have our kth element. So first I am going to sort this array. So we will first write a minimal code of this problem and we are going to solve in optimal video in the next video. Okay. I hope you understood. First we will see the basic solution. So first we are going to sort this array, right? And next what we are going to do? We are going to find the kth element. Kth element. So I hope you know how to sort. So in many languages they are sort functions, they have in built-in function. But we will see in code, okay? So how we are going to sort? We are going to sort first from I equal to 0, that is our index will be starting from 0 till the length minus 1, right? Then my I should be less than, okay, take that I have one n and that represent length equal to 5. So I am taking I less than n, then I plus plus, right? So inside it, for sorting, what I am going to write? We need another loop int I equal to, int j equal to I plus 1, j less than n, then j plus plus. Understood? Then if my nums, right? Nums of j less than nums of I. Then what we are going to do? We are going to just swap it. So we are taking one temp. In that I am storing one value, that is nums of I, nums of j, and finally nums of j equal to temp I am writing. So don't worry if you get understand. We will see this. Okay. So this is our code to sort some array. So this is the code to sort the array, right? So first what will happen? This is our array, right? 5, 3, 4, 6 and then 2. Understood? So first 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, 4 index. So first our I will be equal to, so first the I will be equal to 0. It will check I less than 5 and it will move inside, right? And this will become true and then it will move to this j part, right? So here what will happen? J equal to I plus 1, that is 0 plus 1 equal to 1. It will check j less than 5, that become true because 1 is less than 5. So when it comes to the safe, it will check whether nums of j means that is nums of 1, that is this position, right? It is less than nums of I, right? Nums of I, that is nums of 0. So here what is the element? 3. Here it is 5. So this condition will become true and it will go inside this loop, right? So this will go inside this condition and it will do whatever it does. So in temp what we are storing? Nums of I, that is now our I is here, j is here, right? So in temp we are storing our I value, that is 5, right? In nums of I we are storing nums of j. What we have in our nums of j? 3, right? Then we are storing this nums of j. That means we are storing this temp into this nums of j. Basically we are just swapping. So if you done this swapping, our array will be 3, 5, 4, 6, 2. Understood? So this is swapped. I and j value is swapped. Understood? This is our first swap. So after completing this, it will increment the I, right? It will increment the I. Now our I will be, it will increment the j, not I, it will increment the j. So now our j will be equal to 2, right? Because already we have 1 in it. So now j equal to 2, it will check 2 less than 5, that becomes true, right? So now our I is still same only, it is still in 0 only. Our j moves to this index. Understood? So our I is in 3 and j is in 4. So now again this, it will come to this condition and it will check nums of I. Nums of j we have 2, right? Nums of I is still it is 0 only. So it will now compare the element. In index 2 what we have? 4. 4 less than in 0 we have 3, right? Is this true? No, this is false. Then it will not enter into this condition and our elements is also not swapped. Then it will again go to j and it will increment, right? So it will increment the j now. What is our j value now? Our j value will increment to 3. It will check 3 less than 5. The condition is true. And again it will enter into this if condition. Our j is 3, our I is 0, right? So now our I will be moved to, j will be moving to 6, right? J will be moved to this 6. So now it will compare 6 is less than 3 or not. It is false, right? Then it won't enter into this condition. Understood? So now what will happen? Our j will be incremented to 4, right? Our j will be incremented to 4. J will be incremented 4. It will check 4 less than 5. The condition gets true. It will come inside the safe and it will check nums of 4 is less than nums of 0. Still our I is 0, right? So our I is in 0. J is in the 4th index. So what it will compare? 2 less than 3. The condition gets true and it will goes inside this condition. What it will do? It will now store the index, element, that is nums of I. What we have nums of I? 3. So in nums of I, that means in the index 0 we are going to store this 2 into this, right? This 2 we are going to store in the I. So in nums of I we will have 2. Then again we are changing this j to 3, right? Understood? So what we will have now the array? Here it will become 2 and here it will become 3, right? Understood? So we have done our first iteration, right? So next the I will become 1, right? After here j will become 5, it will check 5 less than 5, that is false, right? Then this loop will be break and it will goes to increment the I. Now our I is 1, it will check 1 less than 5, that is true. So our I is having in the 1 index points to element 5. So then it will comes to this loop and what it will check? Now our again the j will be equal to 0. J will be again equal to 0. It will check 0 less than 5. The condition becomes true. Then it will goes inside this if condition. It will check nums of 0 less than nums of 1, right? So what is our j value? It is not 0. It is supposed to be I plus 1. That means 1 plus 1, the j will become 2, right? So it will stay in the second index. So nums of 2 less than nums of 1 we are checking. So nums of 2 what we have? We have 4. Nums of 1 5, right? This has become true and in 10th we are storing the I value, that is 5, and we are swapping the j value to I, that is 4, and here we are storing this 5. Understood? So after swapping what we have? We will have the 4 year and 5 year, right? So 4 year and then 5 year, right? Then our I value also will be changed, right? Sorry, J value. So now after this if condition, again the I will incremented to 3, right? So 3, it will take 3 less than 5 and here it will come. Nums of J, now the J will be here. So 3 less than nums of 1. 6 less than 4, the condition gets false. The if condition will not execute, right? So again the J will incremented to 4, right? The J will be incremented to 4. It will take 4 less than 5. The condition becomes true. Then what we have? Nums of 4. Our J is changed to here, right? So nums of 4 less than nums of 5. 3 less than 4. The condition becomes true, right? The condition becomes true. So what will happen? In temp we are going to store our I value, that is 4, and we are swapping this J value to I value 3, and again we are storing our I value to J value. So after swapping, what it will look like? Here we have 3 and then here we have 4, right? Our I will be incremented to 2. So it will take 2 less than 5, the condition becomes true. So now our I value is in I, and then it will goes to here I plus 1, 3 we will get 3 less than 5, the condition becomes true. So it will come inside nums of J, what we have? J is 3. It will take less than nums of what we have in our I, 2. So our J is here, I is here. So 6 less than 5, the condition gets false. This if will not execute, and then the J will be incremented to 4, right? So it will check nums of 4 less than nums of 3. So our J will goes to the 4th index, right? It will check 4 less than 5. The condition becomes true. Then this 2 will be swapped, right? So when we swap, the 4 will come here, 5 will goes here, right? What will happen? Again the J incremented to 5. It will check 5 less than 5. The condition becomes false, right? So then it will go back to this ith loop. Now our I will become 3, right? Now our I will become 3. So 3 less than 5, it is true. It will goes to the J loop, and what it will do? J is I plus 1, that is 4, right? 4 less than 5, the condition gets true. It will check nums of 4 less than nums of 3, because our I is here, J is here, right? So 5 less than 6, the condition gets true. So this will be swap. So here what we have? We have here 5 and then 6, right? So now the J will incremented to 5. It will check 5 less than 5, that is false. So this loop will be terminated. Terminated means then it will goes to this I, and I will become 4. It will check 4 less than 5, the condition gets true. So when it comes to this J loop, it will check the J equal to I plus 1, right? So 4 plus 1 equal to 5, right? Then 5 less than 5, that is false. So this loop will not run, right? Then that's all, it will be not repeating, right? So then the I will also become 5, it terminates the ith loop also. So now look, we have our sorted array, right? So what we have? 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6. So I hope you understood this sorting. So first what we want to do? We need to sort this array. Then what we are going to do? We are going to find the kth element. So what is our kth element? 3. So in this array, what is the third largest element? That is 4. Right? So this is 1th element. This is second most element and this is third most largest element. So how we are going to get those? So finally we are going to return that nums of n minus k. Understood? Nums of n minus k. So what is our n? Our n is 5, right? Our n is 5. So what is our k? That is given 3, right? So write your index also. So if we minus that, what we will get? 2, right? So it will return nums of 2. What we have in nums of 3? Sorry, nums of 2? That is 4. Understood? So 4 is our kth largest element. Understood? I hope you understood this. This is how we are going to solve this problem. So this is the easiest way to solve this problem. We will see optimal also. So here we have written for code for sorting, right? So in the LeetCode we will use built-in function sort and then we will return those elements. So now we will write code in LeetCode. Okay, I hope you understood this explanation. So what we have said, first we need to sort this array, right? For sorting we have built-in function like sort, then our array name nums dot begin and then comma nums dot end, right? So it will sort the array from starting to end. So what we are going to return? We are just going to return nums of nums dot size, right? To find the length we are going to use nums dot size minus k. Understood? So this will return some index and we are returning that value in it. So we will run this whether it is passing or not. So see, if we run this, we have got our test cases correct. So here we have array like 3, 2, 1, 5, 6, 4. So here what is the kth most element, largest element? First we have 6 and second element is 5, right? So see, our answer also is 5 and expected also 5. So in our test case, the fourth largest element is 4, right? So we try to submit this. So see, it has accepted. So in our next video, we will see the optimal solution for this. So if it is useful, please share, subscribe and like the video. If you have any doubt, let me see in the comments. So if you want the optimal solution also, just comment as you want the optimal solution for this question. I will solve that. So I hope you understood this question. Thank you.